Hey everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. My name is Chirag Vaishnav and in this video we will be discussing about Flutter versus React Native. So if you want to develop an application for iOS or Android and you don't know where to start, so this video is for you. As in this we will be discussing about the top cross-platform frameworks used to build mobile application for iOS and Android, that is Flutter and React Native. Having a lot to discuss about, without further ado, let's get started. First, let's start with the introduction of both the amazing frameworks and then we'll discuss about the points that as a developer you should keep in mind before choosing the framework for building your application. So starting with Flutter, Flutter is a Google's UI framework for building interactive and beautiful applications for iOS, Android and web from a single code base. That is, it is a cross-platform framework. And being launched by Google in 2018, Flutter has gained a lot of popularity in such a short span of time with the help of its such amazing features such as hot reload, hot restart and a lot more. And also Flutter is used to make some big applications like Alibaba, Realtor.com, Google Ads and a lot more out there. Now talking about React Native, so React Native combines the best part of native development with React, a built-in class JavaScript library used for building user interface with help of which we can make amazing iOS and Android applications. And as compared to Flutter, React Native is quite an old framework as it was created by Facebook for its internal app development and was open source in 2015. And also many big applications are built upon this amazing framework like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Skype, Uber Eats and a lot more are out there. Now with such two amazing options to get started with cross-platform development, there is always a confusion that what to choose and what not to choose. So now let's discuss the point that as a developer, you should keep in mind before choosing any of the framework for building your application. The first we are having is technology and performance. So as a developer, whenever you are getting started with a new framework, it is very important to get to know about the performance and technology of that particular framework. In case of Flutter and React Native, when you will get started with these frameworks, you will feel they are really similar to each other. In case of hot reload, beautiful user interface, even the state management is really similar. And we can use both these frameworks in various editors like VS Code, Android Studio, and the performance is really similar as well. But one advantage of Flutter is that it looks really consistent across both the platforms, that is iOS as well as Android. What you need to do is to just put it in Material UI or Cupertino theme. But in the case of React Native, you have to deal with some if-else cases. Also, you may have to run it on both the devices to check if it is consistent or not. Also, you can use a third-party theme to check the consistency across both the platforms. Second in the list, we are having packages and plugins. So another thing that you should keep in your mind during development is packages and plugins, as it makes your development really smooth. In the case of Flutter, as Flutter is very new, so Google team has created it from scratch. So all the packages and plugins that we use in Flutter are written in past 3 years from scratch, which has the advantage that all the packages and plugins are up to date, but every coin has two sides, and the other side is that we are missing out on a lot of packages and plugins in Flutter. And on the other hand, Facebook took a completely different path. They decided to choose extremely popular React.js for building their mobile framework that is called React Native, which is funny because it is not native at all. So it means that you will be using React.js, which is having a lot of packages and plugins out there which you can use. But again, most of the packages and plugins are not up to date and SDKs are not supported. So in this, React Native has a slight upper edge over Flutter. The third point is the learning curve. So before choosing any framework, it is very beneficial if you know what you need to learn for making such beautiful and amazing applications. So if you are knowing some prerequisite before jumping right into it, it will be beneficial and easy for you to choose the framework. In case of React Native, if you are having some previous experience with Java or JavaScript, you can get started with React Native. As you are having some previous experience, you can get started with it more quickly. Fourth, we are having job opportunities. As a developer, if we are learning some skill, it is very important to know if there is any job opportunity for that skill or not. Talking about React Native is a very senior framework, which simply means that it has spent more time in the market. So most of the companies are having their code bases in React Native. But from past few years, the table has turned around and Flutter has overtaken interest of people over React Native, as most of the people are curious about Flutter and want to learn it. So there is optimum possibility of increasing job opportunity in Flutter But for now, React Native is the winner. The fifth point is future trends. So as mentioned earlier, that Flutter has overtaken the interest of people over React Native in past few years, and this thing we can observe on Google Trends as well, which simply indicates that there will be more opportunity for developer or from a job perspective as more people are going to learn it. Also, Flutter is one of the largest growing open source community, which means a lot of developers out there are helping Flutter to improve and grow. But the end goal of a developer is to earn some money, and in order to earn some money you have to target to countries like America, UK, Canada, and in these countries React Native is having a slight upper edge over Flutter, which can change in future, but at present React Native is the winner. So these were points that you should consider before choosing any framework. I believe the choice should more be on a personal interest, but from my side the advice is that you need to play with both of the frameworks around 1 month and you decide what is the best for you, because no one else can choose the best for you. Who knows that you will become the billionaire by creating the next big thing. So with this, I hope this video was helpful. If you are having any doubt regarding whatever I have explained in this video, do ask in the comment section. I will for sure answer it. Also, you can refer to a lot of articles on Geeks for Geeks website. So do like this video, subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching.